Hi, I'm Chris Walsh. Let's jump into Infinite Thinking Machine number 4. Welcome to the Blogosphere. The Blogosphere is the geeky name given to the world of blogs, or weblogs. It's called that because bloggers typically comment and publish ideas that were originally published by other bloggers. So it ends up being this massive swirl of information. So let's start swirling. Ms. Cornelius has some great advice for rookie teachers, or any teacher, on her blog, The Shrewdness of Apes. One of my favorite tips is to put your desk at the back of the room. This way, you can see what kids are doing, especially if they have laptops. Me, I used to put my desk on the side, then never sat in it. Or just get rid of your desks altogether. Mike, a veteran science and tech teacher from Texas, has one of the funniest teacher blogs I've seen. In a recent post, he tries to decode a conversation he saw on the Discovery Channel between the show's host and a teen skater, that's a skateboard skater of course, about a near-fatal crash. This is how the original convo went. Dude! Teacher Mike, if that is indeed his real name, goes on to translate this from kid language to the Queen's English. So here's what they're really saying. That was quite spectacular. I'm quite all right, my friend. You must be relieved that your incredible good luck more than compensated for your lack of adequate planning, safety measures, and overall good sense. Yes, I am happy I didn't bash my skull against those rocks. Will you be performing any future stunts that will result in a serious decline in your life expectancy? Undoubtedly. I'll be experiencing many future blows to my head that will result in a plethora of bad ideas on my part. Makes me think Google needs to add a dude translator to their language tools. The anonymous science teacher from the Bronx, Ms. Frizzle, posts some intriguing questions on her blog to help us understand what education is like in other countries. On her blog, she's invited teachers from all over the world to answer questions like, what do people see as the purpose of getting an education? Do all children have equal education opportunities? And what controversies are there about education in your country? Great questions, Ms. Frizz. Post your responses to her blog to keep the conversation going. Obviously, blogs are hot right now, but really, they're just a simple tool for publishing. The challenge is to use this tool to facilitate meaningful student learning. So we've asked Don Knezik from ISTE to help us connect the dots.
Thanks, Chris.
So Don, you've been all over the world, visited lots of classrooms, and I'm sure you've seen kids using blogs all over the place. Are these really facilitating kind of this global communication, this thing that we're after, and making a difference?
Well, they are. What's nice about the blog is obviously that it's accessible from anywhere. And it's extremely motivating to young learners to see feedback on their original work from around the world. So they really are facilitating that global communication piece.
So what skills do you think kids are working on when they're creating their own blogs?
Well, it's obvious that they're honing their online publishing skills, they're honing their online research skills. But I think much more important than that, they're really engaging. So they're working with ideas. I mean, so they see a wide variety of ideas around a single topic, and they see alternative points of view. They see an array of possibilities, and they're able to take those in and reshape their own learning. There's a new focus, and we're realizing there's a new importance around becoming a 21st century communicator. And so it's interesting to think what this development will lead to in terms of a generation of students able to participate and able to communicate critically online.
That's great. So speaking of communication, when can we see your blog?
Stay tuned.
All right. You've got it here first. Thanks for stopping by, Don.
Thank you, Chris.
This is Wesley Fryer for the Infinite Thinking Machine, and today is November the 22nd, 2006. We're in the Kanza Prairie, the largest natural stand of unplowed tallgrass prairie in North America. When we think about a preserve like this today, we think about the importance of keeping it the same, not leaving trails and leaving evidence that we've been here. However, in the information landscape on the internet, I think leaving trails is exactly what we do want our students to be doing in schools and just what we want learners of all ages to be doing. I noticed today that there was not a Wikipedia article for the Kanza Prairie, and so I went ahead and created one and put some information from some different websites and some different links there. And as students are going out into the internet and out into the world of information and knowledge, I really agree with Dr. Lawrence Lessig, who says that the 20th century was really a read-only century, where the content came to us and we consumed it, but we were more passive. Today in the 21st century, we have the opportunity to have a read-write culture, where we're creating content and we're collaborating to make knowledge. And so as I look out here on the Kanza, and I'm reminded of trails that have been created through the wilderness, so to speak, through this amazing tall grass prairie, I'm reminded of how we want our students and our teachers and again, learners of all ages to be leaving trails. So what evidences have you created out on the information superhighway or in the information landscape that indicate what you've learned, what you've been studying? Just as we saw in the Old West, as we might say, I'm thinking about, days before airplanes, railroads, even roads as we know them today and highway systems. It was a Wild West. The information superhighway is a Wild West, and the rules haven't really been set for a lot of things, but it's up to us to try to navigate this environment and hopefully together learn good ways that we can be collaborating and that we can be, making good decisions and helping the students who are coming up in our classrooms learn to take advantage of the opportunity. This is a land of opportunity, and just as in the past, I think physical land represented opportunity. Today, access to and skills with the information landscape really represent a tremendous opportunity for people, not only economically, but also in terms of the opportunity to interact, to socialize, to live in different ways that involve virtual interactions instead of just face-to-face interactions.
That's it for now. Don't forget to tell your friends about the ITM, and when you have a couple minutes, stop by our blog, www.infiniteThinking.org, and check out the show notes where you can get all the details and links mentioned in all of our shows. I'm Chris Walsh for the Infinite Thinking Machine. Now get back to teaching.
This is the Infinite Thinking Machine.
This is the Infinite Thinking Machine.
This is the Infinite Thinking Machine.
This is the Infinite Thinking Machine.